Yo, hey, bro. I know why y'all nigga here. Y'all ready for that? Y'all ready for that psychotic shit, bro? Before y'all even get into that, let me get a little. Let me get a little like. Tap that motherfucking like button right quick, twin. But look though, I ain't gonna even yap too much today. We gonna get straight into it. We got another Duty Original on the channel. We gonna get straight into this shit, twin.
Yes, time has been going by.
Oh no. What the fuck is the sound coming out of? Hold on, chat.
And I think we can all recognize
Alright.
right now this underground bubble
Lock
that
me
we
in,
got,
bro.
or this. Yes, time has been going by,
Lock
and I
me
think we
in.
can all recognize right now this underground bubble that we got, or this scene that we have, is
Yeah.
getting so much bigger. Because you're
Hell
seeing so many
yeah.
artists that we love with their music get so much exposure out of nowhere. Not only
Man, the
that, you're
underground
seeing
scene,
more
ain't gonna lie. Right now, I knew I said I was gonna stop yapping, but this video only 4 minutes, so I'm gonna have to yap some part during this bitch. The underground scene, as we know, is only gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because our ears are expanding to what we want to hear. Because all our artists are doing so much experimenting that it's gonna leave room for somebody to pick up on that experiment. Even if niggas say that like Che copying somebody, who they say Che copy? They say Che copy Cardi, or say Osamason copying Ken, or you know what I'm saying? Like they leave the lane open for somebody else to come up and have that lane. So that's
Yes,
why the
time has been
underground
going
scene is
by, and
gonna
I think we can
always
all
be.
recognize right now this
It's gonna
underground bubble
always
that we
grow
got,
because
or
the
the scene that we
experimentation and
have,
that shit,
is
bro.
getting so much bigger. Because you're seeing so many artists that we love with their music get so much exposure out of nowhere. Not only that, you're seeing more cosigns, like Yeet, for example, and Ken Carson.
Hold on, why the
They might
fuck?
not be
Why the fuck, bro? Only drop a 4 minute video.
co-signing everybody or showing love to everybody, but they are making it known that we see what's going on, and
Hey, it's so crazy that I did the Osama son and Ken Carson look thing, and this what the video on about. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even read the title. I just seen that bro that had like I don't know, bro.
what they
I'm
got going
fried.
on. Even if it's just
I
doing
kind of
DM, we
knew
start
like
seeing
what it was
likes, we
about type
start seeing
shit.
people spotted in music videos, more than
Cause
just
I
making
did look
songs
at his
together,
channel
because I don't
yesterday.
think that's needed anymore for a cosign or for guys to get eyes on them. For example, Ken Carson was about to have this tour recently, Lord of
Yeah,
Chaos, but it got canceled. But he was gonna have guys like Pretty Fun, Che, Netspin on there. But one thing I kind of seen going around here and there after Ken did that, it was like, yo, bro, why is everybody pushing Netspin and Pretty Fun and Che, but they not pushing guys like Osamason? He's the biggest in our scene. Why isn't OPIUM recognizing him? And let's not be
yeah.
dumb here. I'm sure that OPIUM definitely knows about Osamason. That's not even a conversation. But taking that next step to show love or whatever, we never seen that. So a lot of people had this conversation of like, oh, maybe OPIUM don't like him. And guys like me were saying, oh, there probably was some tension in the past, but it just never got situated. Because if we look back at 2023, right, we know the narrative started happening, the clone allegations,
Yeah.
everything that was going around during that time was just messy. Anytime he did something that was somewhat similar to like a Cardi or Ken, the OPIUM fan base jumped on that shit and they
Yep.
started hating on him. Mind you, we already
They
know
did
he
that
looked
to
up them,
everybody
but
though.
people made this an issue. Some people might even tell you he promoted himself through the shit, and that's why you have so many people that try to put Ken Carson.
But I ain't gonna lie, it ain't some people could tell you. He did promote himself with the opium shit, and it's not a bad thing, cause like sometimes the opium shit is not even being like full hardcore opium, like you pentagram, like all that type of shit. You not don't gotta be all that to be like. Sometimes you just want to wear a black fit, my nigga. And I see some niggas that been wearing the baggy fits, the baggy black fits. I'm not a part of that shit. I can't follow that wave. You niggas walking around with trash cans, talking about it's Balenciaga though. Not me, twin. Not me, twin. Wrong. But look though, what I was just getting to say, like everybody got their own drip, but he mixed his little drip with the opium shit, right?
Carson and Osamason against each other, because there's so many narratives behind it that people just played into it now. That's why you see so many unnecessary comparisons. People just make it seem like the world is over when it shouldn't be like that. We know that he looks up to them. I'm not gonna act like he don't know what he's doing, because of course he do. Do I agree with everything? Hell nah. But I acknowledge that he's doing his thing. It's working for him. And if I enjoy the music, what is there to complain about? And for the past
That's a
few years,
fact.
we've been seeing all these underground rappers rising. And with him, we always seen him stay at the top of the conversation. And with him doing that for the past 2 years, you know, that's not an easy thing. He deals with a whole bunch of nonsense. And as he's rising, the bubble is also growing. That's why guys like Yeet started showing love too. I wouldn't be surprised if they're working together. And for this to happen right now was kind of unexpected. But now we just seen that Ken Carson, like the IG post, DJ Renacy and Osamason. You got a lot of people jumping the gun saying that Ken might be on psychotic now. I don't know if that's
Shout out DJ Renacy. My homie got a flick with DJ Renacy. I ain't gonna lie. His ass funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. DJ Renacy funny as hell. He cool as shit though. DJ Renacy cool as shit. Shout out DJ Renacy.
the case. That would be a cool thing. I do want to see them work, but as you can see It's real. Ken Carson liked that post. I feel like this definitely could have happened years ago. It just couldn't happen because there was already tension. Imagine going out your way to try to co-sign a person or show love, but the audience already think that you hate the nigga because of some promo shit. I didn't see so many unnecessary
or some bullshit
from these Twitter pages and all that. They probably been had it situated, but the fan base and the audience, they still made this a thing. So I don't think it should be surprising that Ken wasn't showing love at a point. Maybe this was months ago, years ago, probably. They already surround themselves with the same people. Not for real like that. They both got different teams, but I'm saying like producers and all that. And a lot of people seem to be so surprised when people want Osamason and Ken to work together. But I don't think that should be the case, because if you had to compare one guy that is diving into this whole lane of distortion, rage, chaotic, loudness, but he's doing his own spin-off vocally, it will be Osamason diving into that whole lane of Ken Carson. I don't think he ever sounded like him vocally, maybe on a few songs because they rapping on similar beats, but we can argue that too. Their sound, the vocal inflections, it's just much different, especially with their delivery. But I wouldn't be surprised if Osamason said it himself that he look up to Ken, gang. We already seen the hints. Rolling Loud, he was watching his whole performance and everything, showing love early, liking his posts.
Ain't gonna lie, bro, we can listen to artists, bro.
Now, like, okay, yeah.
I don't know why niggas act like it's like,
or maybe it might be a
taboo to
thing where
listen
they
to
always
artists.
been cool. It's just now being public. We should definitely normalize shit like this, because for years on top of years, people thought the whole opposite. We want to see more collabs instead of beef shit. I love Ken music, I love Osamason music, but I was like, damn, bro, I'm looking at both of these albums and shit like that. I'm looking at all the albums. Some of these songs could use some features, not just from Ken, not just from Osamason. It could be a lot of people, but there's so many egos, narratives, paid promo in this shit, all this paid manufactured stuff.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, paid promo took over like at least like 35% of Twitter, my nigga. It's so much paid promo on that shit. I cannot scroll without seeing paid. Sometimes I think Kirko be paid promo, but shout out Kirko. I know his shit be real. I'm just saying, like, as much as his shit pop up, that's the same that the paid promo and the fake shit be popping up, you know, or like the parasocial shit.
Make it seem like there's so
they
many
love
problems
that shit.
going
They
on.
be
But we
eating that shit up on Twitter, boy.
Fast, and it would be so much better.
I'm talking about millions in hours.
And be more, not just from Osamason. It could be a lot of people. But there's so many egos, narratives, paid promo in this shit. All this manufactured stuff that make it seem like there's so many problems going on. But we actually have a scene that's growing really fast, and it would be so much better if niggas just start showing love and be more original. Okay, that's another.
That's a fact too.
That's a different video. I just
that is a different video.
And Yeet they props because they're not doing that whole ego shit. They're showing love to the scene. They are. No matter what way you want to put it, even if it's late, they still don't have to do that shit. They grown ass men. You know what I'm saying? Even Lone, for example, he been showing love to Japan. K3. So many people are getting eyes on him, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Even Thug was just in the stew with Dior.
Dior fuck with K3.
Like, damn, let's involve these artists with the bigger artists.
I said Dior. Lone fuck with K3
from our scene now. This is how that's gonna happen too. Not just music, connections is a big thing too. But yeah, I'm done chatting. Make sure you follow my IG and my Twitch right now. I love y'all so much. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.
All right. W video. Oh shit. Hold on, twin. W video do the original on the channel. Y'all niggas up.